than sincere.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Brittany, and we are back with another video, you guys. So y'all, we are popping off our pregnancy journey, okay? And I already told you all in like my first video, my life update video, that I already did my my blood work to get my gender back. So you guys, the gender will be back very, very soon. But before we get the gender back, it is fun to try to predict what the gender may be. So that is what we're doing in today's video. I know you all have heard about the old wives' tales or the myths to try to go to predict what the gender may be based off some of the symptoms you've been having or just things like that, y'all. So I was on this site and they had like 30 different wives' tales or myths about predicting a gender. Today we're just gonna do 10. We're just gonna run down 10. We're not gonna go through all 30 of them because some of them I looked through them and some of them I can't even just necessarily say pertain to me as of yet. I'm still pretty early on in my pregnancy. I am only, this is my 14th week now. So I'm still pretty early on, but we are entering into our second trimester, okay? So we're about to go ahead and get started. I printed out the list here, so I'm gonna kind of keep up with it. But if you ask me, well, I'll give y'all what I think at the end. We're gonna see what I haven't looked through all of them to see like, oh, that's gonna be boy, oh, that's gonna be girl, what's gonna be girl. But we're gonna take notes. So this is gonna be girl, this is gonna be boy, okay? Girl, boy. We're gonna take points, okay? We're gonna see who get the most votes based off of how mommy's been feeling, okay? Okay. All right, you guys, so the first one is cravings. If you're experiencing the pregnancy cravings, pay attention to what you want to eat. The old wives' tale suggests that having salty versus sweet cravings can predict gender. The myth is, with a girl, your food cravings when pregnant with a girl consist of sweet things like chocolate, pastries, juice, and fruit. And with a boy, food cravings when pregnant with a boy tend to be on the saltier or savory items such as meat, cheese, and other forms of protein. So it could just be a me thing or it could be the baby, okay? I'm not really sure. But for this one, I am definitely team boy, okay? I'm definitely team boy. I actually don't really want anything sweet. The only thing that I can kind of eat sweet is chocolate. Like I kind of do got a thing for chocolate, but as far as but it's not like a craving. My cravings are like spicy foods, chips. Like I'd rather go for a bag of chips or a pickle versus a pastry or anything like that. Like the times I have had like ice cream and sweet things, it actually made me nauseous. My prenatal pills, my prenatal vitamins, they are like I'll let y'all know in an update or whatever. But I'm doing the Smarty Pants gummies. They make me nauseous. They're sweet, they're good, I guess, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Sometimes late at night, I might have a craving for like some of my sour gummy type candies, but other than that, I don't want nothing sweet. I don't be checking for nothing sweet. Salty me, baby, salty me. Salty meat. Give me some. I want some meat. I want some chicken. I want some hot, some spicy. This baby like spicy food. Like we want hot food, okay? So over here, we're boy. The next one that we are going to go with is morning sickness. It reads, a well-known old wives' tale for gender prediction relates to morning sickness, more officially known as nausea and vomiting of pregnancy, which is also known as MVP. This is a fairly common symptom, though it doesn't affect everyone. Will you have more nausea with a boy or a girl? Let's find out. So, it says the myth, if you're pregnant with a girl, it says girl. If you're experiencing a lot of morning sickness and feel ill, you're having a girl. For a boy, if you don't have any morning sickness or just mild nausea, it's a boy. So for me, y'all, I would say I'm a little torn between this one. In the beginning, not so much right now, but I do still have my days. If I eat something that I just do not like or was sweet, like I said from the last one, then I will, in the beginning, I definitely had morning sickness. I did not actually do the whole vomiting, but I was very sick and nauseous. Like, I was nauseous, like, yeah, like every day, like all day, every day, all day. It was like, it was not getting better. I had to order these little candies, like these little ginger type candies. I stuck on, and I went through the whole bag. Okay, I went through the whole bag because it was really like, it was really bad. But because I didn't actually vomit, I know some people like be all over the toilet. That's why I said I'm a little, like, I don't know if that's considered mild nausea. I would consider extreme nausea because I'm not used to that. Like, in my first pregnancy, I didn't experience hardly any nausea. And even my second pregnancy with the twins, like, I was nauseous a little bit, but this one has been a whole lot worse. Like I said, granted, it has subsided a lot in these last few weeks, but like around week 9, it was the worst. Like, I was just like, but in the beginning, I just was not feeling good at all. So yeah, for that one, because I was nauseous, and this has been the most nauseous I've been throughout any pregnancy, I'm gonna go team girl. The next one that we are gonna do is acne. Pregnancy glow is one thing, but you might notice a different skin condition and start to develop acne. And of course, there's an old wives' tale linking acne during pregnancy to whether you're having a girl or a boy. Let's find out. So the myth says, if you have oily skin while pregnant, is it a boy or girl? Yep, those pimples are a sign that you're having a girl. On the other hand, no extra pimples and dry skin during pregnancy means a boy. So I don't know if you can tell right now your girl don't look so bad. I don't look so bad. Like right now, I mean, I still look a little bad, but like it's not as bad as it was. Like when I first found out I was pregnant, y'all, I didn't know if it was stress bumps or what. I had bumps all over. Like if you were watching my vlogs around that time, I'm like, my skin is like going crazy. And it was the pregnancy, okay? So for that one, like I said, I don't know if it's something that's gonna stick with you for the whole pregnancy. Right now, I don't really have, I mean, my skin is still oily, but I don't really have any pimples. But in the beginning, I would have to have said another point for team girl, because everywhere I was like just breaking out. I was like, this is crazy. It was out of whack. My skin, I don't really have too many breakouts. And if I do, it's like during my cycle, and it's like a pimple or two, baby. I was like bumped up the whole side of my face. Like it was just real bad. I was like ill. I was hating it. So for that one, it's gonna be another point for girl. The next one is pregnancy brain. It reads, have you heard of pregnancy brain? This catch-all term covers those typical pregnancy symptoms that you associate with your brain, such as forgetfulness, brain fog, fatigue, and clumsiness. So, does feeling sleepy and clumsy while pregnant mean a boy or girl? This old wives' tale has the answer. So for me, y'all, I feel like that should be two different things. I feel like pregnancy brain and fatigue and stuff, I feel like that should be two different ones, because like I feel like it's two different ones. Like when I think of pregnancy brain, I think of forgetfulness. So I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna separate it, but I'll read the myth first. So if you're fairly alert and steady on your feet while pregnant, hello baby girl. If you're feeling tired and a little clumsy, is a sign you're having a boy. So, I, for one, like the forgetfulness, like that's when I think of pregnancy brain. I don't associate pregnancy brain with being fatigued, tired, clumsy. I wouldn't consider that pregnancy brain. I would consider pregnancy brain, like they said in the first part of it, forgetfulness. Like how you just like, oh my God, what is it again? Or you just can't think of something. Like, I think of that when I got pregnancy brain. Like, oh, shit, I forgot to do that pregnancy brain type thing. So, when it comes to pregnancy brain, how I think of it, I would say I have not had pregnancy brain. I have been pretty on it, like, with my thoughts. Like, Like I'm not having been really forgetful, but when it comes to being fatigued and tired, and also I ain't gonna say clumsy because I haven't really been clumsy. But I told you at the beginning of my pregnancy, I did have a couple of fallouts, honey. But it was also because I was like moving kind of fast and getting kind of dizzy, room kind of spinning type of situation. So like I said, as far as being sleepy, extremely sleepy, like y'all, all I want to do is sleep. After I eat, after I eat anything, I want to take a nap. I have never been this tired in any pregnancy that I've had, okay? So I have been extremely fatigued. But as far as having my memory, remembering things, being on it, as far as that, I've been on it. So I don't really know which way to weigh it. But they said if you're fairly alert and steady on your feet while pregnant, hella baby girl. So for that part, I would say girl. But if you're talking about feeling tired and a little clumsy, I would say boy. Like I said, I don't feel like they go together. I don't feel like they're the same. So I'm going to give myself a point for each on that one. All right, you guys. So the next one that we're going to take a look at is the baby bump position. Possibly the most well-known old wives' tale for gender prediction is the one based on how you carry your baby. So if you're wondering, am I having a boy or a girl? Take a look at that baby bump once it starts to show. So we already know mine starting to show because it just be like that. So the myth is, if you're carrying high, as in your baby bump sits higher on your belly, it's a sign you're having a girl. If you carry lower in your abdomen, closer to your pelvic bone, it's a little baby boy. So I am familiar with this because I did have 2 pregnancies with boys, and I would say I was carrying low. So now let's take a look at the bump. And y'all, let's just see. Let's just take a look. What do y'all think? I don't know if I'm not big enough yet. Like I said, we're just 3 months. When I think of high, I think of like right up under boobs. I would think right here. But I feel like I'm carrying low. But it may be due to me having a hernia surgery. I had a hernia surgery after having my twins, where right here, this part was, I had to get, what is it? Well, it was a surgery, so they had to, close it back in. And so I personally feel like my stomach is not going to, I'm really actually worried about this part because I don't know how my stomach is going to expand right here. Like, I don't want the surgery or, I don't want this scarring or where it's tight. This is tight in this area. I don't want it to like refrain from the baby being able to have all the space that it needs to grow. But that could have something to do with why the baby has to sit here, because it doesn't really have the space yet to sit here. But I'm sure like when somebody, like skin stretches, even probably with surgery, Mark, skin is probably going to stretch. So I guess we'll see as I get further along. But as of now, I would say, I don't know what y'all think. I would say I'm sitting low. I would say this is considered low. Like I said, I don't know if this has something to do with the surgery that I've had before on why it's forced to be low. But right now, I would say low. So that is another point for boy. All right, you guys. So the next one is breast size. As your body prepares for your baby, you will likely notice changes in your breasts. Pay attention on how they develop, as this old wives' tale believes they're sending you a gender prediction message. For this one also, you guys, I don't know if I'm not far enough along to really know for sure. I can just go based off of what I'm experiencing now. So let's check it out. The myth is, if your breasts get fuller but remain in proportion to your body shape, it's the girl. if your breasts become very large and heavy, especially in contrast to your body shape, you're having a boy. So like I said, I got 3 boys, so I know, baby, those things were so big. I felt like my boobs were like at my, just like in my throat. I might need to go look at some pictures from early on in my pregnancies to see if I was already experiencing that this soon. But right now, I would say, and I have on like these cup shawl because of the shirt that I have on. I didn't want to wear like a bra, so I have one of these cups. But I would say that they are proportioned to my body. I don't feel like they're getting super full. I mean, they're full, they're getting full, but I feel like they're still proportioned. Like they're not sitting in my throat like they were before. But also, like I said, this could be because I'm just 3 months. Maybe we'll have to go back and revisit this in 6 months to see if it's still the case. Or when we find out the gender, we'll know for sure. Like, oh, okay, well that means that, or that means that. Okay. But right now, I would say that this would be for me, girl. So let's add another point for girls. Okay, so the next one might be a little bit TMI, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. The next one is urine color. Yes, even the color of your urine while pregnant with a boy or girl can inspire old wives' tales. Pay attention to the color to predict your little one's gender. So the myth reads, if your urine is darker or a normal shade of yellow, you're having a girl. If your urine is brighter, it's a sign you're having a boy. So y'all, for this one, it's like, I really only drink water. So I feel like it's fair to say like it would be true to color. Like I don't feel like anything that I'm drinking necessarily would determine, like it wouldn't be what I'm drinking that would determine the color of my urine. Of course, if you drink a lot of sodas and you know whatnot, your urine will be like a brighter or darker. See, when they use the right, they use darker for girl and they use brighter for boy. But you know what that bright yellow, but you also know that dark. It's like, girl, you need to drink some water. But for me, I would think my urine has been light. Like it looks like I've been drinking water. And so based off of what they said for a normal shade of yellow, it'll be a girl. And they said it'll be a brighter, if your urine is brighter, it's a boy. I would say mine is normal because it's not bright, but it's not dark. It's just normal. Like I drink water. It looks like I drink water. It looks like a girl been drinking her water, which I do. So yeah, for that one, I'm gonna give girls another point. Okay, you guys, so the next one is sleeping size. Like it's so many things. Like I said, it was like 30 something things on this list. But some of them, like I said, I just felt like I couldn't determine yet because I'm not further along enough like to make that determination. But yeah, it's a lot to determine a gender, or a lot of myths or wives' tales that can help you predict your gender. So this one is sleeping size. It reads, sleeping while pregnant can be quite the challenge, so you'll want to listen to your body and make yourself as comfortable as possible. But does your preferred side predict your baby's gender? It does, at least according to the old wives' tales. The myth reads, if you naturally fall asleep on your right side, hello baby girl. If you fall asleep on your left side, it's a boy. And this is crazy because with my boys, I know this for a fact. I was sleeping on my left side. The way our bed is positioned, my husband, when I would sleep with my boys, I would face my husband. His side of the bed was that side, so I would always face him, looking at him. That's my most comfortable way. This pregnancy, your girl likes to sleep the other way. I like to be sleeping this way, away from him. So I don't know, but I do know with the boys for sure, I used to be like comfortable looking that way towards him. But now, I like to sleep on my right side. So for that one, I gotta give it to Team Girl, because I know that for a fact. Like, I've noticed it myself. I'm like, oh, honey. Like, I used to be like, want to face him. But now it's like, nope. I'm like, turn me this way. Turn me this way. So, yeah, girls, you up another point. Okay, you guys. So, for the last one, you know we had to take a look at the Chinese gender prediction calendar. So, one of the most popular gender prediction methods involves using the Chinese gender prediction chart. You use a chart to plot the mother's age at conception and the baby's month of conception. The myth is, if on the chart the mother's age and conception months intersect to indicate a girl, you'll see something that indicates that gender, like the word girl or a shade of pink. If the chart indicates a boy, it might say boy or a shade of blue. So for that one, y'all, we just went ahead and got our computer. Because the site that I pulled this off of, it did have a link to a Chinese calendar. So I already have it pulled up. Let me see, can I share my screen? All right, so when I conceived, the mom's age at conception, I was 32. And then this one asks for the baby's due date. So the due dates that I was given for my 40-week day, as I already told y'all in my first video, I have a due date, like my 40-week due date, and then I have the date that they're going to have my scheduled C-section. So I have a 40-week due date, and then I have a 39-week date on when I'm actually going to have the baby, okay? So the due date is what I'm going with, the baby's due date. The baby's due date was January 2nd, 2025. That is 40 weeks, that's the due date. And according to this, make your prediction. It says a girl. It says a girl. According to the Chinese gender predictor, you're having a girl. That's what it says. I can't make it up. If the screen recording wasn't working, I'm gonna show y'all right here. That's what it is, okay? I do want to try it with the date that I'm scheduled, even though that's not it's my made up due date. So so it's not really the due date, and let me try on a different app as well, y'all. I just want to try it to see. Let's see, Chinese gender predictor. I just want to see, is it going to change or stay the same? So I'm on thebump.com on this one. Thebump.com. And they ask for what month was the baby conceived in. But yeah, that's a great question, because what would that make? Let me see. I would say April, because my cycle, you know how they have the 40-week day? It be so weird, because you know how they be like, determine how far along you are. Pregnancy is weird. You don't really be pregnant for 40 weeks. You really don't be pregnant for 40 weeks. That's why it'd be okay to deliver early, because you're already full-term at 36 weeks, because they base your 40-week due date off of your first day of your last cycle. If I had my cycle, that means I was not pregnant yet, okay? So my last cycle was on March 28th. I didn't ovulate until a week or so after that, you know? That's when I started ovulating. So I never really trusted, I don't know. None of this makes sense to me. But I would have to say I conceived in April. April will be the only right answer for me, because I was for sure was on my cycle on March 28th. I was on for those days. So I'm gonna say April. And how old were you? I was 32. This one says predict baby's gender. This one says it's the boy. So if they want to base it off of my myths or my cycle, which is what they go with for your due date. I'm gonna go back to March. And for that one, it says, it's a girl. So because I don't even believe how pregnancy works and the whole 40 weeks and when how they get the date and everything, because I don't even believe all of that, it's kind of hard for me to believe the Chinese calendar. Okay. So for that one, this one, like I said, it just asks for what month I conceived in and how old was I. The other app asked for my due date and how old was I. So based off of when I conceived, I would say it's a boy. When they say when I'm due, I would say it's a girl. So for that one, we're also gonna give a point for both teams. So y'all, based off of the gender predictions, the myths, the old wives' tale, it would look like your girl is having a girl, which would be great because, like I said, I already have 3 boys. But you never really know because these are just old wives' tales. They're just myths. If you were to ask me personally, what do I feel? What do I feel? Because your girl is pretty good with her intuition. If you were to ask me what I felt with my first pregnancy with my oldest son, I was leaning towards it being a boy. With my second pregnancy, before I even knew a gender or thought about a gender, I knew that it was twins. I knew that I was having twins. I would tell my husband, like, this is different. This is twins. So I knew that early on. With this one, it has been different. But that's because I've had 3 different pregnancies. It's literally been different. We had a single boy pregnancy, we had a twin pregnancy, and now we're back to a single pregnancy. And if I can remember back 7 years ago this time, because I'm pretty much in the same boat. My oldest is about to be 7 in October. And how I was feeling and how, based off of some of these old wives' tales, and just like, it feels different. So I would guess, and it would be great if it was correct, but I would guess that it's a girl, which would be like ecstatic, you know? Like, oh my gosh, I could finally be done having kids. I'll probably be done regardless. So it'd be great that if this is a girl, because this is probably gonna be my last baby that I will have, okay? So it would be great if we can go ahead and have this baby girl and we can be done. But if it is a boy, if God decides to bless us with another boy, I would still be just as happy. I'm a boy mom, and I'm used to being a boy mom, and I know how to be a boy mom, okay? A girl will be a little different for me anyway. It'll be a little challenge, but I'm up for it regardless, you guys. So I'm interested to see what happens. Are the predictions and the myths and the old wives' tales and my intuition correct? Is it a little baby girl growing inside of me? Or is it just a different pregnancy and I'm going through different things because it's a different baby and it's another boy? We shall find out soon, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.